We're out in the race shop tonight with Big Walt, and he is going to teach us how to clean race bearings, right?
Yeah, how we go through and check. I got my sexy gloves on tonight. Woo! How we check bearings and the maintenance on them. So a lot of you guys, again, that race, you have your own routine. You probably know. Those who don't know, the hubs, you got two bearings in them. Front bearing and a rear bearing. Okay, this is a seal. I've already taken this apart, but I'll show you. The seals can be reusable. So what happens is you pull the hub off the rear end, and we pull these hubs. It comes off all in one piece, and all these guts are in there. So the hub comes off, and we have a bearing. One bearing sitting in like that. Okay, that's the front bearing. Okay, so the front bearing's in there like that. And then our rear bearing is actually held in. So this rear bearing goes in here. It's in like that. This seal, okay, goes in and seals that. Obviously these are coming out and get changed out. And then for some of you guys that are new to it, make sure, there used to be a press-in seal where they just pressed them in. These hubs now are nice. They have a clip that holds them in. Okay, so you can take these seals and pull this clip, pull the seal out, all right, and actually reuse it, if you choose to. I've seen guys beating on a hub, not realize there's a clip holding it. It should pop right out. It should be really easy. For those of you who don't know, bearing spacers, we run bearing spacers. These hubs are off a crate car too, so we're looking for as little of friction as you want. These things here are pretty technical as far as setting them up and getting everything where it needs to be, and it just lets it really spin freely. The other thing that this does is it puts even pressure on both bearings, so when it comes in there. But basically we take everything apart, I disassemble it, I put it onto some clean rags, even though, it's got grease on it, but it's clean. The stuff that's dirty, I take all this stuff, we'll take it over to the parts washer. I wash the whole hub, clean everything up, inspect the hub, checking for cracks in here, anything like that. And see, we actually paint marker them, so this is a left rear off the 88. Check all of this stuff. Then look over the brake rotors. It's just a good time to check all that stuff out while you have time to do it. Lug nuts, we take all of these off, wash everything, and even during the season, I like to put a little WD-40 on these. They go on and off so many times, and most everybody uses an aluminum lug nut. It doesn't hurt it. It kind of helps things last. So we take in and we do all of that. And then once I got everything disassembled, and I keep one side on one on the other so I don't mix them up. And again, our hubs are marked so that we know which car they go to and which side they go to. We're currently having a snowstorm.
A blizzard.
A blizzard outside there. Let's check that out.
It was 50 today.
I just was out there and
It was literally 50.
2 seconds ago. Anyway, welcome to New England.
Welcome to Wednesday in New Hampshire.
So,
Right.
I won't bore you with washing these. I'll do all the cleaning and stuff, and then we'll come back and go through, basically what it all looks like when it's done. But yeah, it's like doing dishes. Don't let your wife know you do it. So we'll see you in a minute.
All right, the parts are now clean.
So we're back in action. So we did our dishes, cleaned our parts. Don't tell my wife I did that. She'll have me in the sink inside. So I've already gone through and greased this bearing so I can show you guys. There are a couple things to note. One, if you're setting up the bearing spacer, if you're setting the bearing spacer up, they recommend you not putting the grease in first. Put the bearings in and set everything up dry, so you can do that without your seal and stuff in if you're doing this for the first time. And then get your tolerance. Everyone's going to be different. We use a set of calipers setting these up, but for effect, I already greased this so I can show you guys how, and I'm not worried about this right now. So we use day lube, grease, and inject it into the bearings. Works really well. You do not have to use this. It does last though really well. We'll pull it apart during the season, check it. It's good. It's a little bit more costly. One of the things is too much grease is not good either. That'll create heat, and it's not necessarily good. Some people think, oh, just pound the grease to those things. It's not necessarily what we're looking for. So we go around here. I think it's every third one or whatever. Walt's working on some wiring in my car.
It's just making a
Does
few
your helmet fan
sounds.
usually sound like?
No. Sounds like the helmet fan's gonna throw a blower
Sounds like
motor out of it or something.
Sounds like a dying seal.
It does.
Maybe we can get enough money saved to buy a new one.
We'll see if we can save up and get a new one.
See if we can get a chrome one like we got over there.
Yeah, he's got chrome.
Holy
He's got
moly.
chrome.
Does.
So
It was cheaper.
That's a fancy one.
It was the cheaper option.
That's because that's the 358, huh?
right, nothing but the best.
Stu likes chrome.
He does like chrome.
Everything's
Stu and his
got-
chrome.
If I could wear a chrome suit, I would.
Don't give him any ideas. So this bearing's already been greased. What I like to do, and this is just me, I like to put the bearing in and I'll give it a few spins, just kind of get it working. I just like to see that I got a good disbursement of grease all the way around if you're doing them. This has all been cleaned, set it back in. So now that's set to go. Now here's the thing, putting the seal, this is the same seal, I cleaned it. See, it looks all nice. These are the nice ones, DRP ones. So they are, yes, they're low friction. I don't know that it makes a hell of any difference whatsoever, but anyway, that's what's there. And my high-tech seal driver, you don't need to have anything supersonic. I just line the 2x4 up. Again, don't get crazy with this. If it's doing it for the first time or you're doing it for the 10th time, try and hit it square and it'll go. It won't go. And it won't go. So you have to flip it back over. You just don't want to force it. Just tap it out, nice and easy. Everything you do with these bearings is nice and easy. You don't want to get crazy. Nothing should go hard. It's just patience. Take your time, patience, and things go a lot better that way. They do make a fancy tool that you can put on top of these things and knock them down. But I've always done them like this, where I just kind of tap them down in, whatever.
So we'll try it again.
We'll try it again. We can get it going again. Nope. Just doesn't want it. It's because we're on camera.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on. The heat is on.
It's like me hitting a golf ball. I was hitting 150 yards until Walt pulled.
No,
Phone
sometimes
out,
they
start
go
videoing me.
they go really easy, and then sometimes they don't. But if you get them cocked sideways, it's not good. So you don't want to go too far. There we go. So you just tap it down like that. Then I'll take this and tap them in. Now again, guys will be like, oh my God, I'm not hitting out here. You want to hit it in like here. And again, it's light. It's just, it should go really easy. You can see, I just hit it over where it's, and I just lightly go around. And then I kind of, once you got the edge of the hub, you can just knock it down. Like that. Once that's down, I took a wire brush, the snap ring. Snap ring will go in. You can put it right in by hand. Just make sure it clips in. I always like to take that. One of the things that I'll do with this is I'll just lightly go around this and just kind of give it a tap to make sure that everything goes where it's supposed to. And then I'll even take a screwdriver and kind of just make sure everything's in the groove where it's supposed to be. So, in a nutshell, that's what we do with the hubs. I haven't had one fail yet.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood, metal, and everything else. It's always the first time, but I've been doing this for years. Just take your time, and if you don't understand or something, just stop and ask somebody or send us a message, and we'll see if we can help you.
Question.
Yes.
Does this come with this tool, or do you get this separate?
You can. The regular kit. Does this come with it? I think it does because it's got Day Lube on it.
It's the small thing, and it comes with a little jar of grease.
Yeah, we've had this for years.
Yeah, we bought the big tub of grease because we ran out. So it's like, I don't know, $50, and we've gotten. You get a lot of bearings out of it.
Lots and lots of bearings out of it.
For one thing, it's cleaner because you're not doing the old school, back in the day, you palm it and pound it in and used a handful of grease and your hands were nasty. This here with the syringe, you just kind of in each thing. You actually save a lot of grease.
Yeah,
so.
and it does work really well. So, but yeah, if you have any other questions, or if you guys have something that you want to see, or just how do we do it? There's a lot of different ways to do things, but we gladly show you how. For those guys getting started, it's kind of part of what the channel's about, is showing people that yeah, you can do it. You don't have to have all these fancy tools, and you can do it yourself. Show up at the racetrack and have a good time. So. For now, that's it. Until the next time, like, subscribe, and send us questions. We'll help you out.